Hi guys, this is my zombie inspired Halloween tutorial. I hope you enjoy watching. You want to start by drawing an outline of the shape that you want to create. I'm using a MAC lip liner in shade B, but you could use anything, a lip liner or a line liner will work. And then I'm going to start filling in the shape with a red cream makeup. This is a Grimace grease paint, but any face paint will work, grease or aqua. And I'm using a mix of shades to add depth, so I'm using red, black, burgundy, just to make it really deep. I'm now going to apply the liquid latex. I got this from Hobbycraft for £3, so it's really accessible and it's really cheap. You don't need to use very much, and I'm literally just putting this on with a flat brush and adding cotton wool to it. Balls are better, but I only had cotton pads at home, so I've used cotton pads. And you just want to start layering the latex on the wall and pulling it to get like a stringy effect. And here I'm just pulling it. Again, you want to make sure you've got that effect across the lips and then covering the whole thing in foundation. You want it to look like it's your skin, so you just want to make sure that it does blend really, really well. So I'm just using a sponge to pop it on all over it. And then again, I'm pulling at the latex. You want to create little crevices. It just makes it a little bit more creepy. It gives it that kind of really nice textured effect, which you really want to. You don't want it to look too flat. So I'm literally just pulling at the latex and then popping on some shadows. So for this I've just used some Urban Decay shadows that I had at home. You can use anything, so I'm using like a mix of purple, grey, orange, green even, because you want it to look bruised, and the creepier it looks the better. So whatever colour scheme you want to go for, then I'd just say have a go and see how it turns out. But I'm using mainly purples. I wanted it to look more bruised, so that's the effect I've kind of gone for. And you want it to be all over it, so you want to make sure you get into all the nooks and crannies. And again, to add that kind of 3D effect, you want to maybe use the darker shades in the holes that you've got, and just really, really layer up the colour. You need it to look like it blends, so if you've got any edges that you feel like are quite looking flat, it's great to add more depth and colour there, because it will really, really hide that and you won't be able to see it. So that's what I'm doing just around the edge. It's great at this point to kind of step back and have a look at it and see where you need to add more colour. I find at this point I've added a lot more depth, because it wasn't kind of really standing out and I wanted it to be quite dark and quite creepy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some liquid blood. Again, this is what I had in my kit, it's from Grimace, but you could use anything that had this in Hobbycraft for £3, but a smaller bottle, so again, really cheap. And because it is liquid, it really does help you get into the crevices and kind of lift them out. And then I'm kind of pouring it in, so you get that really like drippy effect. And then for the last bit, I'm going to use some black grease paint to make the holes and the crevices stand out a bit more and lift out anything, that just to give it that really 3D edge. For the final touch, you want to add foundation, and you want it to still look like skin, and this again adds to that 3D, it just lifts out the high points. So I'm literally just popping it on my finger over the whole of it. And that's the finished look. I hope you've enjoyed watching my tutorial.